Stevie, only one place to start. Daryl Horgan's return, an unbelievable reaction to the announcement last night. What a signing, what a player to bring back to the club.
Yeah, brilliant. Like, what a lift for the club and for the town. It was an open secret, obviously. We sort of, I let it be known that naturally we would be very interested in Daryl when his contract ran down at Wycombe, but whether, there's a long way from obviously being interested in him to actually getting him through the doors at Orel. So brilliant work, from the club, the owners, and Brian, in managing to get it over the line. So couldn't be happier. He could even feel bounce with the players. I think it was a bolt from the blue from then even as well. It was even probably better effect that it was kept so quiet and just happened all of a sudden, so but it got moving sort of pretty quick in the last 3 or 4 days. So I was so delighted to welcome the wee man back.
It's a huge statement, isn't it, for the club? Because you think he's 30 years of age. He's gone. When he was here, he was unbelievable, but he's gone. He's played in the Championship, top level in Scotland, League One. He's won 17 international caps. He's coming back at the peak of his. It's an incredible signing.
Yeah, exactly. You're not signing a 35-year-old that's gone and had a great career and coming back, and the international caps were 7 or 8 years previous. So look, he's still a top caliber player. A lot of them caps he was very good for Ireland too, so he's making a difference at international level. And obviously the Dundalk fans, and obviously me playing with him, that would have seen firsthand what he was capable of doing to first level teams in Europe. So as you said, a really good age profile, probably more complete player coming back, and definitely from an experience and a maturity and a contribution point of view off the pitch, he'll be even better again with all the experience he's had, the places he's played, and he's going to be a massive help to us on and off the pitch.
And on top of that, he loves the place. He loves the town. He loves the club. He's got family here. He's embedded in Dundalk now.
Yeah, exactly. Obviously, his wife Donna's from the town. They're coming back with their little army of kids and a lovely family coming back into Dundalk. So there's something runs deeper than obviously just having a 3-year spell. Was a 3-season spell, 14, 15 and 16. Like you said, he's embedded in the town. His family roots are now obviously Galway and Dundalk, so it means that bit more. So there's a huge sort of feeling and connection from him to Dundalk as well, rather than just another maybe transfer in his career. He's coming back to where he really lit it up, and I'm sure the fire burned. Well, I know it does. It still burns very brightly for him to have them magical moments again.
He's obviously ineligible for Thursday night against KA, but hopefully, depending on the paperwork, he should be available on Sunday again.
Yeah, look, he's a very fit boy. I knew, even though he hadn't played, their season ended, Wycombe's or Stevenage, on loan at Stevenage, there was no issue in regards what condition Daryl would be in or what way he keeps himself. He's a thorough professional, and obviously he was in training for a couple of weeks with Wycombe and played a week ago 45 minutes for them in a pre-season game. So came back in and trained today, looks in really good condition. So I don't think he's going to take that long at all to get up to speed.
You've also brought in Sam Durrant, young lad. He was here for a couple of days 2 or 3 weeks ago, so he knows the run of the place. But what can we expect? What can we expect from Sam? Yeah,
Sam was came in for probably Gibraltar and done really well for 3 days. We didn't do loads in training, but any bits we done, he looked really, really sharp. So it was something we wanted to see how the first round in Europe went, and then something we would like to have pursued when we knew we qualified after the first round. So delighted to get Sam until the end of the season. Again, came in yesterday, happened pretty quick, and trained today and looks sharp. So, Sam can obviously, because of the reputation and the familiarity with Daryl, Sam's will obviously go under the radar a bit, but I think he's a player that can add to us in attacking areas, and what we've seen so far, he definitely looks sharp.
You look at the bodies and the numbers that are in training, the squad good sort of depth now in the squad, isn't it? Are you happy with the numbers and what we have now?
Yeah, a lot of bodies now. It's only a couple of weeks ago. It's either a feast or a famine. So we didn't have many at all, and now we have a lot of bodies. But I think it's good for everyone when they line up out in the training pitch and do the warm up, and there's a lot of bodies there, and it's very competitive. And as I said, the feeling with the 2 new faces coming in this morning definitely brings a bit of freshness and a bounce to the place.
As if it wasn't a big enough couple of days, we've the small matter of a European tie to turn around tomorrow night. It's ironic, today's the 7th anniversary of the game in Tala when we beat Bate 3-0, and I think it's, as you said, it's been mentioned in the press conference this week, no Irish teams ever turned around a 2-goal deficit, so it's a chance to make history and do what we did that night in Tala.
Yeah, it was a good week 7 years ago. I didn't know it was the anniversary, was only told this morning. So look, a good game, really exciting game to look forward to. Feel good factor around the club off the back of Daryl's announcement, and also our form, say last week, it's been very good form, and as I said, we're happy with our performance last week. Obviously the result was which is the most important, but that was the real sort of frustration that the game itself didn't warrant that scoreline, no chance. So we're looking forward to the game. We know it's a big task. We're starting at a deficit, but we also feel it's a realistic task in front of us.
If we could turn around the momentum it would give us, off the back of the 2 lads arriving, winning Europe on Thursday, going into Orel against Shells on Sunday, hopefully probably the Bruges next week, it can really set us up for the last.
It can ride a crest of a wave, but also we want to be the team. Momentum's huge and confidence is huge in every aspect of life and sport, but we want to be a team as well that once tomorrow's out of the way, irrespective of the scoreline tomorrow, we still approach Sunday the same in our mentality. So we want to be that team that we show the same face. I keep talking about it 99.9% of the time. So irrespective of the scoreline tomorrow, Sunday I would like to think psychologically we'll be taken on the exact same way.
Yeah, you mentioned it this week, the fans, it's imperative that they get behind us tomorrow night, and I think a lot of people think we need to score in the first 10-15 minutes, but this tie, it could go
No, I'd agree with you. I think this tie is going to be alive at all times, maybe tomorrow night. So the template's there for second half of the Shamrock Rovers game in the Cup. Need that from the start, because we're starting 2-0 down, 3-1 down, obviously 2 goals down, sorry. So they're raucous, make it obviously respectful for the opposition, but very uncomfortable, and never underestimate what it does to players' performances and energy levels with that noise behind them and that roar.
It'd be nice in 7 years' time if they were talking about tomorrow night.
Yeah, it would be brilliant, and that's what I said this morning. The tendency when you have such a great decade is to be always looking back. Yeah. Like, let's look forward, create our own memories and keep creating them, new chapters, and hopefully tomorrow's one of those.
Best of luck.
Thank you.